talked about it starts in period 7, so I'm assuming it's the end. Isn't the Great Depression like 1896 or something? 18 something? Not the Great Depression.
Okay, talk it up. 10 more seconds. Then I'm going to ask you.
So we just don't know the middle.
Okay, so period 7 is from 1890 to 1945, and obviously there's other important years. 1890, actually 3 reasons for 1890. Anybody want to give me one reason for 1890? I was hoping more would be raising their hand. What's with the east side? Where's the west? Get in the game. Okay, they're going to defer to your side. Go ahead. Somebody over there, whoever. Fight for it. The census of 1890 that led to what thesis? The Frontier Thesis. Who wrote it? Frederick Turner, yes. The Turner Thesis. Good. That was one thing. That was the 1890 census that he based his thesis on. What's another reason for 1890? Go ahead. Yes, what big battle? Wounded Knee Massacre. And there is one other one that does not go along with Western expansion. It doesn't. It had to do with Rockefeller, Carnegie, getting rid of monopolies. They're illegal. Type of tank. No, it's not the Pendleton Act, but you're in the right era, though. That was against the spoil system, political favors. It was a type of tank that the Germans used in World War II. Anybody want to try? It starts with, okay, one of the best defensive backs in the NFL. No.
No sports.
S. Okay. What? You might have said it.
It's short.
You have the first 2 letters right.
Can you just tell us?
I can, but John was still thinking. I was giving him a break. Sherman Antitrust Act.
Oh yeah.
Sherman Antitrust Act. Now, what about 1896? That one you do know. I guarantee you know. You just don't know the year. I'll give you a hint. It's one of the most important elections. We hammered it. Well, somebody talk loud with confidence so I can hear you.
McKinley?
McKinley is elected. Why is that important?
Oh, right. It's when the Republican Party changed.
Keep going. I'm with you. I agree with you.
When industrialization and expansion took over.
How did the Republican Party change? All those things are right, but give me a clear answer. Go ahead, Katie. Was not emphasized. What was? Give me one more word, and I'll give you an A+. Yeah, okay. I'll go with all that.
International.
What was the emphasis on? You're right.
Money.
Industrialization, capitalism, all that's right. Okay, let me fill in the blank. Big business. Yes.
Business is expansion.
No small business.
You were at an A. I wanted to give you an A+. What's 1898? You just watched a video. Yeah, McKinley got assassinated. Something else. Beginning and end. Lasted 6 weeks. Yep. 1898, Spanish American. Know this. Feel free to take notes if you need to. So I want you to know these years. And why is 1945 significant? End of World War II. End of World War II. Okay? We watched Crash Course. Okay, so what is imperialism? Some call this chapter actually the Age of Empire. Both can be used interchangeably. 1945. End of World War II. Okay, so what exactly is imperialism? We got to know the term. Katie, if you would.
Imperialism is a policy or ideology of extending a country's rule over foreign nations, often by military force, or by gaining political and economic control of other areas. Imperialism was both normal and common throughout the recorded history, the earliest example dated from the mid-3rd millennium BC.
Give me an example of a country ruling over another nation to gain a military force to gain political or economic control. Go ahead.
Wouldn't that have been Great Britain when they came over when we first declared independence?
Wouldn't argue against that. How about others? Throughout all of history, notice it's the whole way back to BC. No one can think of any other empires in history.
Great Britain with India.
Yeah, well, that's part of the British Empire. Yeah, I'll give you Britain, the whole way over to India. Yeah, missing some others, real big ones, real big ones.
Didn't Germany like do that a lot?
Germany, yeah, attempted to. The United States stopped it, but yeah.
Isn't that why the Holocaust like partially happened because he wanted to expand?
Well, the Holocaust was a whole different ballgame, but it was related to that. Yeah, I'll give you that. Nobody ever heard of the Roman Empire.
We didn't talk much about that. We literally that class was a
Okay, but let me ask you a question. Have you ever heard of the Roman Empire?
I heard of it.
Go with that. Have you ever heard of the Greek Empire? Go with that. Have you ever heard of Alexander the Great? Hannibal. This is a constant throughout history, and that's what I want you to know. Don't dismiss that. Understand, this is a constant. And the United States is going to be heavily criticized for this. We're going to be looked at as imperialists. All we want to do is take over. It's going to lead to wars. That's why there are two major ones in this period. What are they?
Spanish American and
What are the two biggest? World War I and World War II. Could you throw in Spanish American? Hey, you could defend that as saying, wait a minute, that's just as important. Go ahead. Okay, take a look at this and know it. Imperialism, 2 decades, very important. Sandwiched right in between that Turner thesis, as Katie said, census, and the 1900s. See what is sandwiched right in there? Like a piece of roast beef between the bread.
turkey,
Madison, get excited.
bologna and cheese.
You with me? Okay, there you go. Okay. Go ahead, John.
Imperialism, the 2 decades, 1890s, 1900s, sandwiched the turning of the century and closed the turning point in American history. Despite George Washington's advice to the contrary, the years saw American interests scattered across the globe. America had flexed its muscles. but the
Wait a
years-
minute. Why is there a reference to good old George Washington in there?
Because he told us not to get involved in foreign affairs.
Now we're cooking with gas. Keep going.
But the ease with which America gained its new possessions obscured the responsibilities that came with them. Dollar diplomacy, pumping money into other countries' economies, would soon drag a reluctant America into the muddy trenches of World War I. The open door welcomed a series of squabbles that later erupted in a mushroom cloud.
What's that mushroom cloud? Do you know? You're reading it, so I thought I'd ask you.
It's the atomic bomb.
Yep, the atomic bomb. Good. And World War I. See, this stuff leads to wars. Obviously, Britain got involved in a war. Okay, keep going.
But few in the innocent era could foresee such extraordinary events. Most believed that America was simply following its natural order, its destiny.
What do you think, Katie?
Manifest destiny.
You got it. There we go. Let's do this. Knock it out. You got 3 questions, 1 short answer. You may spread out if you want. Put a desk with you. Pump your feet up. Go for it.
Give me 2.
I'll give you a pass. Just keep moving. Get it done.